What's up guys, Ted from Immersion here, and I'm back with another Xanathar's Guide to Everything to Unearthed Arcana review of a subclass. This time we're talking about the Circle of the Dreams Druid. So this one actually got a decent amount of changes, things that definitely made it more balanced, but then a also super cool capstone ability that we'll look at and compare to the previous one. So here we have the Unearthed Arcana for it. So basically, at level 2, you got what was called Balm of the Summer Court, which was basically a pool of healing. So you have a pool of Fey energy heals represented by a number of d6 equal to your Druid level. As a bonus action, choose an ally within 10 feet, spend a number of hit dice equal to half your Druid level or less, roll the spent hit dice, and add them together. The target regains a number of hit points equal to the total. The target also gains 1 temporary hit point per die spent, and its speed increases by 5 feet per die spent. The speed increase lasts for 1 minute. You regain these when you get when you finish a long rest. So most of that remains the same. The only difference is you do not give the speed boost anymore, which felt a little wonky. Didn't really seem like it fit that well in my mind. At the same time, it let you increased the speed by 5 for a minute, but if you used it multiple times, did it stack, increasing the speed 10, 15, 20 times? The target regains a number of hit points equal to the total of d6, half to your Druid level or less. Yeah, 1 temporary hit point per die spent, so that is basically exactly the same. Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow. Whenever you set up camp, during a short or long rest, you can invoke the shadowy power of the Gloaming Court toward your campsite. At the start of rest, you create an area within with a 30-foot radius. Within this area, you and your allies get a +5 bonus to Wisdom Perception checks to detect creatures, and any light from the open flames, campfire torches, and the like is not visible outside the area. These effects end when the rest finishes or when you leave the area. Now, you also get a +5 bonus to stealth checks while in that area. So this is still during a short or long rest. You touch a point in space, and an invisible 30-foot radius sphere of magic centered on the point. I don't believe it actually said you touched the space before. You create an area with a 30-foot radius. Now, you touch a point in space, and an invisible 30-foot radius sphere of magic appears centered on that point. So I guess you could touch a point up above, so the 30-foot radius would encompass, and it would be more up in the sky, I guess, more than down on the ground. Total cover blocks the sphere. Again, +5 bonus to stealth and +5 bonus to perception checks. And everything else is hidden, and the sphere vanishes at the end of the rest or when you leave it. Hidden paths. This was borderline broken before. You can blink, transverse space in a blink of an eye. On your turn, you teleport up to 30 feet to a spot you can see. Each foot of this teleportation costs 1 feet of your movement. You can also use this feature to teleport someone else. As an action, you can teleport a willing ally you touch up to 30 feet to a point you can see. So you could basically teleport for free instead of your movement. Now, or you could teleport an ally. Sorry, my phone is blowing up here. As an action 30 feet away. And then once you use either option, you can't use that until 1d4 rounds have passed. So essentially, this was unlimited. For the purposes of outside of combat, and you could just teleport, just wait, a maximum of 24 seconds. That has since been nerfed to be, as a bonus action on your turn, you can teleport up to 60 feet. Previously, it was only 30. Now it is up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Alternatively, so it's a bonus action for you to do it, similar to a Misty Step. Alternatively, you can use an action to teleport one willing creature you touch up to 30 feet. So you can go 60, they can go 30. Theirs is an action, yours is a bonus. And now you can use this feature equal to a number of times up to your Wisdom modifier, so typically a maximum of 5, and you get those back on a long rest rather than every 1d4 rounds. This is pretty much thrown out the window here, Purifying Light. So when you cast a spell with a spell slot and restores hit points to you or an ally this turn, you can simultaneously target the healed creature with Dispel Magic, using a spell slot with a level equal to the slot used to cast the healing spell. You can use this feature 3 times, and you regain it when you finish a long rest. If the healing spell targets more than one creature, you can use this feature on more than one target, expending 1 use of it per creature. It seemed a little weird I guess it's like, you know, your allies are under the effects of a spell, and you want to heal them and also remove it at the same time. I also feel like it steps on the toes of the Arcana domain Cleric that kind of gets this ability as well, but much earlier. So instead, we have Walker in Dreams. When you finish a short rest, you can cast one of the following spells without expending a spell slot or needing material components. Dream, with you as the messenger, Scrying, or Teleportation Circle. All really good spells, Scrying specifically, and Teleportation Circle. This use of Teleportation Circle is special. Rather than opening a portal to a permanent Teleportation Circle, it opens a portal to the last location where you finished a long rest on your current plane of existence. If you haven't taken a long rest on your current plane, the spell fails but isn't wasted. Or the spell fails but isn't wasted. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. That is awesome. I mean, a free scry, period, is great. What does Dream do? You shape a creature's dream. What did you do? You send messages. I guess it's more of a long-range contact spell. Dream is a spell I'll admit that I'm not that familiar with. But it's at the end of a short rest, you can teleport as via Teleportation Circle to the last place you took a long rest. This could be huge. I mean, you could plane shift somewhere, or be teleported somewhere else, and then just take a short rest and go back to where you were the day before. So it has a lot of you can use it as a quick way to get out. Potentially, if you have a wizard that has catnap now, you could do this in 10 minutes. There's a lot of cool combos the way this works, so I'm a big fan of this ability. But that's pretty much it, guys. What did you think about the update to the Circle of Dreams Druid? I feel like the level 10 ability getting nerfed to the situation that it wasn't really nerfing so much as balance. Removing the 5 foot of extra movement made sense to me. It was kind of a wonky feature anyway. Giving a bonus to stealth doesn't really seem like a necessity, but hey, it's free, so why not do it? And then, yeah, Purifying Light never really fit for me, the 14th level ability, and this one is obviously much better now. So I'm a huge fan. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you back here next time for Circle of the Shepherd Druid.